Alright guys, I know it's been a minute. We're back. Same spot. It'll be a shorter video today because it'll be about an hour till sunset. But just brought one rod today. It's the rod. The actual rod is one of those 7'9" heavy rods that I told y'all about. The reel is a new reel I got by 13 Fishing. It's the Custom Origins or something like that. Never used it before, so we'll see what that's about. I'm going more creature baits today. I got a bandito bug on right now with a bullet weight. It's the junior though. It's a smaller size, but we'll see. I got the small bag with a few more creature baits and stuff in there, and batteries, whatnot. And then I got my measuring tool because I'm in a few of those online tournaments that I was telling y'all about. It smells horrible out here today for some reason. Not sure what that's about. I smell like doo-doo. And somebody's definitely been out here. That big old head of cabbage or whatever that I showed y'all that one time is gone. Somebody picked it or something. I don't know, but whatever. I'm not really worried about it, but we'll see if we can catch some stuff today. Oh wow, okay, so that's interesting. Like I said, this is my first time using this reel. It does not have a braking system on it, so that is pretty interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, but yeah, well, it'll be just kind of a short video today. Wow, okay, so I'm not surprised that's how that went. I barely even casted that. Okay, great first cast. There's definitely somebody walking toward me. Hopefully we don't have any sort of debacle today. Guess we'll see. Let's reel that back in real quick and try and figure this reel out. So maybe I have to. Do I have to open this? I'm just a tad bit confused. Let's try cast again. Okay, that's a little better. So it's only the little brake system on the left, which is odd, but we'll rock with it. Yeah, there's definitely somebody walking toward me. They're walking behind me. Hopefully they don't come down here, but just walking their dog. Okay, on a stick. Sorry guys, as y'all can tell, I am really just trying to figure out this reel right now. And I still haven't. Okay. The only reason I bought this thing is because I got a really good deal on it. And as y'all can tell, I have no clue what I'm doing with it. I've got 35-pound braid with like a 17-pound mono leader, I think, on this. Well, hopefully I can figure this thing out pretty quick, or else it's gonna be a really short day of fishing. Man, this is crazy. Like, am I missing something? Yeah, we're not gonna open that. See, like, okay, that's better. Still not great, but we can work with it at least. It is a little hotter today, a lot more sun, which is why I went with the short sleeves. Hopefully I don't regret that because of the bugs, but I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm about to start getting irritated. Which, it's kind of crazy that I didn't realize when I was spooling this that it didn't have any other settings on it, but I don't know. I guess I just assumed. I mean, oh my gosh, bro. I could not be more confused right now. I mean, like, am I supposed to turn the brakes up more? I don't understand. I'm sure this is a really annoying video to watch, but I haven't posted in a while, so I gotta have some sort of content. I'm kind of just hopping the creature, kind of swimming it, kind of hopping it, because I got that bullet weight on it, so it hops pretty well. Okay, that was a lot better. So I guess I just have to have the brakes like really high. Oh, I had a bite. Okay, it's a good sign at least. Definitely just having to kind of get used to the reel for one, as y'all can tell. Also the rod, because it's a lot bigger of a rod than I'm used to. But I think I've maybe got the reel how it needs to be. So maybe we can actually start fishing now. I guess that should have been something I did before the video, but you know, I'm gonna go a little farther just because that one almost backlashed. I mean, it's a smooth reel. It was just, I had no idea, you know, how it worked. I'd never used one like this before. All my others have another setting on the side. Okay, yeah, there we go. Still getting some distance on it, and okay, so it's just a one kind of, you adjust the brakes and that's it. That's fair. Casts pretty well. Looks cool. The color's really cool. Maybe we can catch something on it. Oh yeah, but hopefully today goes decently well. I have not had the greatest week. I got scammed on Tuesday. Got scammed out of $500. I don't really want to talk about it, so don't ask. What else? Had to go to the bank, open a whole new account, close my old one, you know, fun stuff. So then after that, I was like, you know, maybe the day will turn around. Maybe I can come out here and get that $20 chatterbait that I lost. Because I bought one of those really strong magnets, you know. So I'm like, okay, let's go out there and see if we can get it. Come out here, you know, throw it in there a few times. Don't get anything other than sticks and leaves and crap. And then throw it in there one time, the line just snaps. So now my magnet is also at the bottom of the pond with the chatterbait. So that happened. What else? What else happened? I thought I blew my tire driving to work one morning. Thank goodness I didn't. It hadn't been a great week, so thankfully I got to take off work tomorrow. You know, just kind of needed a break, needed some rest, but I also have to do some errands and chores and stuff. I gotta move out of my house, or move all my stuff out of my house, because my lease is up at the end of the month and I'm moving in with my wife. So I gotta move all that, get everything packed up. We gotta add her to my new bank account. You know, just a few housekeeping things gotta do. But I also just really needed a day off, you know, needed a 3-day weekend. So that's good. That's a blessing for sure. It does stink that we have not gotten anything yet, though. Kind of odd, but not surprising, I guess. Okay, so I think if I just keep like turning the brakes down or up, I guess I can just cast this thing as hard as I want, as long as the brakes are high enough to withstand it, because it kind of has its own automatic braking system depending on how you cast it, and then I don't know, it's kind of weird but kind of cool. Oh wow, okay, there was a fish right there that was biting at it. See, that's the only bad thing about this though, is because the braking system is like that, you can't really just like flip anything. Okay, let me try this. I might regret it, but okay, that might be the perfect spot. Cast it a decent bit harder. Didn't have any backlash. The only bad thing about that though is the tighter you put the brakes, the tighter your reeling gets. So it's like it's not as smooth, which is annoying, but I mean, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I did bring, like I said, I brought quite a few different kinds of soft plastics, like creature baits. I also brought a frog, a topwater frog, so maybe a little closer to sunset we could tie that on if we see a little bit of topwater action. But I don't know, it's weird that I haven't gotten anything on this creature bait yet. On the old bandito bug. But you know, it could be anything. It could be it's not big enough, it could be the wrong color, you know, it could be anything. Bass are kind of picky about certain things. And also just the fact that like they probably see creature baits quite a bit out here, so they're probably used to it and don't really go for them as much. Okay, yeah. I think I like the reel. I don't like these mosquitoes though. Which also, I shouldn't have brought the measuring tool out here. because now that I brought that, I'm definitely not gonna catch one that's worth measuring. I think they have to be at least 12 inches. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat. It is pretty warm out here, and I'm directly in the sun, but trying to just kind of swim it and bounce it through the water. Before I change to another creature bait, let's kind of walk around a little and see if they're just hanging out in different spots. Hopefully it's okay to walk down through here. The water level has definitely gone down compared to the last few times we came out here. Probably should have just gone around. These bugs are horrible, but it's okay because we made it down here. Golly, these bugs, man. There's some deer tracks right there. That's cool. Get off me, bro. That's one thing about me, guys. I hate bugs. Hate them so much. All kinds of bugs. Hate every kind. I probably hate ticks the most, because who likes ticks? And then probably mosquitoes, spiders, which I don't think spiders are technically bugs. They're arachnids or something like that. I don't know. But I probably should have worn a long sleeve, because there's one. Because I'm going to be having to check for ticks and crap when I get home. Holy dink! This might be one of the smallest bass I've ever caught in my life. Dang, and I think he ripped the end of my bandito bug. That's why I hate the dinks, man. They tear up your soft plastics. I mean, tear them up, dude. He hit the crap out of it. Nice fish. Just for the crap of it. Let's see how. Okay. You did not want to be measured, buddy. Alright, whatever. Go back to your home. I was gonna let you go, dude. Let's see if we can get this thing back on here right, or if he already tore it up. For sure already tore it up. Good grief, dude. Go on, dude. Swim off. Well, first fish of the day. Tiny little dink, but still a fish, still a catch, Beggars can't be choosers. Let's see if we can maybe salvage this thing for at least one more fish. And I almost made the mistake of not bringing any other creature baits and soft plastics. I don't know who I thought I was, but that would not have worked out very well. This one is already almost torn up, and that was the first fish I caught, so that would not have been good. But it is a good sign that he ate it. Not a great sign that he was that small. Just because, I mean, the small fish will eat anything, dude. They literally do not care. But if the big ones start eating it, then you know you're throwing the right thing. I mean, look at all these bugs, guys. This is, which, I mean, thankfully those little gnats don't really bite at you or anything, but they're still just so annoying. See if, I keep forgetting I can't flip this. See if there's anything in this little pocket right here. Probably not, since I probably scared it off, but you never know. Wow, how did I just do that? Oh yeah, look at that cast. No backlash. Which is definitely gonna throw off my casting with my other rods. So I'm gonna have to be very cognizant of that. Just because, was that a fish? I don't know if that was a fish or what. But just because my other ones, like, I cast them very tenderly, and this one I'm just chunking it. I don't think that was a fish. I think it was just hung on something, but I don't know. That was weird. Still didn't bring my sunglasses. Who's surprised? I'm gonna hopefully on Saturday, which I won't have it uploaded on Saturday, but hopefully on Saturday I will be able to fish at this pond that I know has some good fish. Hopefully I can get a video there, and catch some good ones, but we'll have to see. Not positive yet that I'll be able to, but hopefully we can make it happen. Try and hide the hook again so it'll quit getting caught on stuff. Trying to kind of cast it over next to this suspended vegetation, because there's probably some hanging out under it. Like that one that I actually caught, I think he was hanging out under it. But like I said, he's tiny, so it doesn't really mean anything, because the tiny ones just do whatever they want. I actually also brought a, it's not an actual koiki, but it is, I mean, it looks the exact same. It's a different brand and a lot cheaper. I brought one of those, so maybe we'll try that out. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's cast back toward where we were. Holy bad cast. Okay. Good thing I re-hit that hook just a second ago. That was a horrible cast. God, man, I love summertime. And I love fishing. Golly, I didn't even realize he ate it. But man, I hate bugs. These bugs are really getting on my nerves. Another little dink, but this one is smaller than the last one. I didn't think that was possible. Alright, come on, buddy. Please cooperate. I mean, he probably had this thing in his mouth for a solid 10 seconds before I even realized he ate it because he's so small. Thank you, sir. Well, still another fish. Still counts. We got 2 on the day. I have no idea what the title for this video is going to be. Maybe I can catch another big one and then just say I caught another big one. That makes it a little easier. But if not, it'll be Dink City. Yeah, that's a good one. Dink City. I like it. I really thought I was just snagged on something for a second when that fish ate it. I bet that was the fish that tried to chase it and bite at it earlier when I was standing over there. That was on that little stick. I bet that's what that fish was. So what that means is I think I'm gonna have to cast on them for them to eat it. I'm gonna have to figure out where they are and then throw it on them, basically. I'm not sure I'm gonna go down to those tunnels today because lately it's just been bad luck. So, oh man, thought that was a good one, but I definitely just shifted around some sticks down there. You can see the bubbles coming up. I think I'm gonna have to make a change here in a second. Because even though we're catching the little dinks, the dinks are not what we're after. We're never after the dinks. We do appreciate the dinks because they grow up to be big and strong. But we are not here for the dinks. There was another dink. Alright, we'll make a couple more casts with the bandito bug, and then we're gonna make a change, because nothing seems to be biting it except for the dinks that I'm literally casting on top of. So these mosquitoes, man. I mean, they're still landing on my legs even though I have pants on. Oh, there's a hummingbird. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But yeah, there's a hummingbird right there. Getting those honeysuckles. That was cool. Hummingbirds are awesome. It's also crazy because honeysuckle, that flower he just went to, was yellow. And you know, you always hear about hummingbirds only going to red flowers. That's cool. Alright, let's move to another spot real quick. I need to make sure. I saw a yellow jacket over here on the ground. I really need to make sure there's not a nest. Because guys, if y'all didn't know, yellow jackets make their nests in the ground. Unlike wasps and bees and stuff, they actually make their nests in the ground. I definitely should have gone around, but we're here now, so God, I'm gonna be covered in bugs, dude. I just hope I don't get any ticks on me. That is my main concern. Well, we're back in the sloshy stuff. Golly, bro. Good grief. Are we ever back in the sloshy stuff? I did not expect it to still be this soft. Sorry guys, I'm blowing because I'm trying to get these bugs off of me. It is not really working. Okay, this is not ideal. I didn't think this was still this soft, but it is. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna just roll with it because we're here, and I'm not just gonna turn around and walk right back where I just came from. So I guess we will fish here for a second, see if we can get anything, try and wipe off any possible bugs that got on us real quick, and fish. Like I said, honestly, as long as it's not really any like ticks or anything harmful, then I'm okay. But especially the ticks that cause you to not be able to eat red meat anymore, I would literally cry. I'd be so mad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to make a change here soon, but I don't want to make that change where I'm currently at. So I'm gonna try and cast a couple more times right here and then make a move. And that move is gonna suck because I'm gonna have to go all the way back the way I just came, which is so unfortunate. And pretty annoying. But that's what we came here to do. Came here to hike around and to fish and to catch fish. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully. We can only hope and pray on the last part, but we are gonna hike around and fish. Not sure if we'll catch anything, but which honestly the only reason we're catching those dinks is because the bandito bug is smaller and the hook is basically at the back of it. Like, if I had it, and that's kind of my concern, if I'm gonna change the creature bait that I have on, because this Texas rig hook that I have on here is smaller since I started with the bandito bug. So I really think, especially if it's a creature bait that they're gonna like, I'm a little concerned with the small dinks tearing it up, because they won't be able to bite the hook. They'll just be biting the back end of it and just tearing it. Oh, good grief. One day I'm gonna end up just falling through this stuff. I mean, I don't understand how it's even like this in the first place, but I'm gonna end up falling through it. Is that from a beaver? It sure does look like it. That would be crazy. I saw a beaver out here. I mean, it's very likely. Okay, well, thankfully I can see a little bit better now since the sun went behind the trees, but that also means it is that much closer to being time to go back. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the fact that I just walked over there through all that for no reason. So we're just going to keep going. Oh, and what I was talking about before all those bugs, the yellow jacket's nest being in the ground. I did not know that either until I want to say it was my... I don't know. I don't think it was my senior year of high school. One year in high school, we were working on our homecoming float, at somebody's house, and we were, just out in the front yard, hanging out, having a good time, just kind of talking, playing music, and all of a sudden, people started screaming and running. And then all of a sudden I felt a sharp pain on my ankle and then on my hand, and so I started running because I didn't know what the crap it was. And then come to find out, like 20 of us had gotten stung by yellow jackets because we had walked over their nest in the ground, and they flew up out of the ground and just went to town on us. It was crazy. But okay, I'm not sure. I think we're just gonna stay here. Yeah, because since the sun has already gone behind the trees, and it'll take us a decent amount of time to walk to either end, I think we're just gonna change our bait and stay here and roll with it. But with that being said, let's see what we're gonna change it to. Sorry guys, now I'm all paranoid and crap because of these dang bugs. Alright, let's see what I want to use. I could use one of these big old fat craws. Yamamoto crawl. What else? I did buy a new scale and should bring it. Maybe we go with the trench hog. I think we go with the trench hog. It does have that bit of red in it that I think might make the difference. As you can see, I've already used one of them. I think I used it as a trailer on a chatterbait, actually. I might have seen it in the video. Holy crap. That is a huge spider that is running across the water. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's this pretty fat spider that's just sitting. Yep, you see it run? Do not run to me. Are you kidding me? Get away from me. I hate spiders, guys. Hate them so much. They're just freaky and their legs are gross. I hate them. And that one very big spider just ran across the top of the water and then decided to run at me. So that's cool. Alright, let's get this buddy rigged up. See if we can't catch a couple more before we have to call it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really inspect myself when I get back for bugs and ticks. Really just inspect for ticks, but still. Oh, there's a little splash. The only bad thing about this rod, because it is the 7'9" medium heavy, It is still, let me see. Yeah, it's still a fast action, but it's longer, so it's a little harder to feel, to feel the vibration or feel when a fish is biting it. That's the only bad thing about it. Well, the only bad thing I've seen so far, But I'm also really just paranoid about ticks right now because my buddy said he found one on him last night while he was just laying in bed. It was attached to him behind his knee. I was like, dude, I hate ticks, bro. Hate them so much. They're disgusting. They're weird. They look awful. They do horrible things. They're just all around really bad, I really wish those birds would fly over here and fly around me. Those birds eat bugs and crap. Okay, there's no way. How in the world would there be a bug on my leg if I have been walking in the water and my pants were also in the water? Man, I hate bugs. I hate them so much. Whatever. I'll just check when I get back. Sorry, guys. I know I've been just complaining about bugs this whole time, but I know some of y'all understand. Man, I'm also just really tired, which is why I'm glad I've got tomorrow off. 'Cause I need to rest, man. Like I could stand here and fall asleep right now. If it weren't for these bugs. What? Y'all knew it was coming. The snapping helps with the gnats, if you didn't know. They hate the vibration, which the gnats are the least of my concern. But still. think the fish are just hanging out somewhere else. Let me throw this back in my bag. Close that up so that no bugs get in there. That poor bandito bug got tore up first fish I caught. It was for sure a bug crawling on my head. I could feel it. Get out of my hair. Caught a whiff of my shampoo. That smelled pretty good. Alright, let's walk over this way a little bit. See if we can cast down this other way. Maybe catch one more before we call it. God, that thing just flew straight in my eye, bro. There's gotta be one sitting over there somewhere. Come on, eat the trench hog. Eat the trench hog. That's what I've got on now. The trench hog by Guggen. The bandito bug is also by Guggen. Guggen's pretty good. I know people kind of give him crap, but I like Guggen. I don't know. I mean, I don't have any complaints about him. I mean, obviously every company could improve, but like, they do good work. Make pretty good YouTube videos. I haven't watched any in a while, but when I did watch them, they're pretty good. And I know there's a bunch of professionals that use the bandito bug. I know that. But I like Guggen there, and especially you can tend to find their products discounted pretty often, which is nice. I mean, it's always nice to save money, which is usually what I do. I'll buy some discounted Guggen stuff. But tonight it does not seem like the fish want the Guggen. The reel's definitely growing on me. I'll give it that. It's definitely growing on me. There at first I didn't know what was going on with it. I didn't know what the crap I was doing. Oh, excuse me. But now that I've figured it out and kind of got the hang of it, it's pretty nice. You know, it's smooth, looks cool. Reeled in the fish, you know, even though they were dinks, still counts. There is a lot of action on the top of the water right now, but I think it's just all these bugs hitting the top of the water. Oh, I almost screwed up there. Man, if that thing would have caught onto that tree, this reel would have exploded with the line. Golly, that could have been really bad. And guys, I hate to say it, but I mean, obviously we've caught some fish on other baits and stuff, but I mean, the swim bait with the underspin is still far from undefeated. I mean, well, not far from undefeated. He is undefeated. So I guess far from the rest, I should say. I mean, he caught my PB. Definitely caught the most fish out here. I mean, he's caught the 2 biggest fish out of here. I don't know. I mean, don't say I'm not saying I told you so, but no, I'm playing. I think every body of water definitely, like, the fish just have their preferences as to what they're gonna bite and eat. And I think these fish, at least when I've come out here, just, I mean, they love a bait fish. So they're just tearing up that swim bait with the underspin, you know. But well, guys, I'm gonna make one more cast after I reel this in, and then I'm gonna head back. I'm sure the wife is already at her place and wanting to eat dinner, so I don't want to keep her waiting. But we caught 2. I know they were small, but still caught 2. And I guess that title is gonna stick now, since I only caught those 2 dinks. Old Dink City. Well, there went one at the bank. But like I said, hopefully I'll be able to film that video on Saturday, and hopefully catch some big ones or some decent ones, you know. No promises, but I'm gonna try to. But I'll get this video uploaded as soon as I can, and then hopefully I can kind of get back in a routine of coming out here every day, or if not every other day, you know, just at least get back to some kind of routine so that I can keep getting y'all videos and content. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry I was complaining about the bugs so much, but I'm gonna call it there. Oh, there's a little frog. There's a little frog right there. But I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna head back, and thank y'all for joining and tuning in. And I think I've figured out how y'all can comment. I was doing something wrong last time, but I think I fixed it. So y'all be sure to leave some comments, what y'all want to see, you know, any tips or pointers or whatever questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time.